Yay, we are up. Hello, hello, ladies. I'm going to invite Miss Shelby to come on here with me. There we go. Welcome, welcome to the first coffee chat at the Real Joy Project, ladies. And of course, I was having some technology issues trying to get on because why wouldn't I, right? It was like it kept being like, this is failing, this is failing. I was like, oh no. All right, Shelby. Okay, I'm going to bring you on video, Shelby. This is the first time that we'll live together. So, all right, Miss Shelby, I just sent you a addition, so she should be joining us any minute. So let's give everybody a couple minutes to join on. Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. How is my sound? I have my earbuds in.
It sounds great, I think.
Good,
How is
good,
mine?
very good.
Okay, awesome.
Awesome. I'm going to pull it up on my computer beside me just to see if we have any comments while we're on. Yeah, that freaked me out for a minute because it was like telling me, it was like, your broadcast cannot go live. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Of course, like
Yeah,
right on time. Something's gotta come
exactly.
up. Yeah, yeah.
All right, we are at the top of the hour. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
All right, if you're watching us below, say hi so we know that there are people on here.
It looks like we got a few people rolling in right now
Yep,
saying hi. Yes,
that's awesome.
yay.
Good morning, you guys. Hey, and um, let us know what you're drinking. Like I'm just mixing up I got my protein shake and a big bottle of water. I'm not a coffee drinker, so it's kind of funny we named it the coffee chat, but
I'll make up for the coffee chat side of things. I will most likely always have coffee in my thermos. So just doing
perfect.
some protein coffee this morning with some collagen and some tasty protein powder. So yeah.
That's awesome. I got some collagen in my shake this morning too. And the newest thing I've been trying is creatine. And that I was worried about trying creatine. I thought it was gonna have a nasty taste, and you can't tell it's there at all.
Yeah, you really can't taste it at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm just pulling this up over here. All right. Good morning, everybody. I'm so glad everybody's here. Okay, now I can see the comments on my computer. Good morning. Good morning. Yay, we got ladies on here. Awesome. Good morning, everybody. Oh, somebody's drinking mushroom coffee. Got all
I've
kinds of stuff.
I've heard of mushroom coffee and I always wanted to know what it tasted like. So whoever's drinking mushroom coffee, or and I'm just seeing a mushroom lemonade too.
Mm.
Um, please let us know how that tastes because I am definitely curious what that tastes like. If it's like earthy or like does the mushroom coffee taste like coffee or how is it?
And I've never heard of mushroom lemonade. Yeah, Kathy, you'll have to let us know. Oh, that's awesome. Well, ladies, we are so excited to be here. I think what we'll do is kind of introduce ourselves and how we met, and then come up to like how we came up with this idea, and then talk about like what we kind of hope to see here, and even what we might be envisioning down the road. So,
Yeah.
do you want to start, Shelby?
Sure. So I'm Shelby, first time mom here, coming at you live from my daughter's playroom in Houston, Texas. So, like I said, I'm a first time mom. I am a recent blogger. So, I am the voice behind the Habit Mama, and I have been a personal trainer for about 5 years now. That's how Jenny and I actually got to be fairly close. She started training with me as a client, and I reached out to her to see if she wanted to join me on this crazy journey. I reached out to her one day and was like, "You make an impact in women's lives. They love you. You bring joy to my life. I have an idea for you, but I don't know what that looks like." And it just kind of took off from there.
It did. And I'm JennyLee, and I live in a little town in North Dakota. I have been with my high school sweetheart for 30 years, which is wild because I'm not that old. So I don't know how that happened. I have two girls who are turning 17 next week, and the other is 18. And so I'm on that stage where they're becoming more independent. And then my husband and I get to start, getting to know each other again. And that's been really fun. Yes, and I met Shelby. Actually, my daughter started coming to the chiropractor where she worked
Yep.
up here in North Dakota, and was doing physical therapy with her. And then when she started doing um, training, I started exercising with her. I started exercising with her prior to my breast reduction. Back in my breast reduction was January of 2022, and I started with before that because I just wanted my muscles to be strong. Like I wanted to do it all right and correctly. So that's when we started.
Yep.
And then so I've been with her for 3.5 years, almost 4 years, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, and I love Shelby. Like, is amazing at fitness and wellness and nutrition, time management, all those things. Like, she keeps me balanced. She keeps me well, and she's what I love about her is she's not the kind of like what you might think of a stereotypical trainer where she's like yelling at me all the time. she, she like adapts to my life, and there's been a lot of life in the past 4 years with kids and grief and so many different things. And she's always adapted to where I'm at. And sometimes that might be like, well, can you go for a 10-minute walk today? Just, to not only to get your body moving, but just to get yourself some mental wellness. She truly, truly embodies wellness all around, I feel like. So I love that. And when she came to me, I have worked for Ruby Ribbon, with helped women ditch their bras, and my team and my name was the Uplifter, and my team was the Uplifters because we not only uplifted tatas, but I really love to help uplift women in lots of different ways. So Ruby Ribbon announced, oh man, over a month ago now, that they were closing their doors. And we're not quite done yet, but we are in the process of closing our doors. And Shelby came to me and said, I have this idea and I would love for you to come along with me. And I was like, absolutely, because I'm like been wondering, like, how am I going to continue to uplift women once Ruby Ribbon is done? So that was really exciting. So that's how we met, right? That's how we met, and we got to know each other, and we talk every week, sometimes multiple times a week.
Yes. Yep.
Um, and then the other thing is Shelby is 34. I'm 47. So last year I got to watch when I was there when Shelby got engaged. I wasn't there, but I knew her when she got engaged, and then she got married, and then now she's got a baby. It's been really fun to be with like friends with her throughout that time. But when she was pregnant, one of the things that we talked about a lot was I'm in perimenopause, and she was like, you were doing like some pelvic floor training stuff,
Yep.
and she's like, do you realize how related we are? Like, as she was going through pregnancy and I'm going through perimenopause, and she's like, there's so much relation to that and menopause and the hormones and the pelvic floor and all the things. And that was one of the things that we were like, we could bring that together, like the different generations and the different ages. And sometimes I think we judge each other in different generations, like what they're doing. And Shelby and I have learned so much from each other that we're like, let's
Yes.
bring that together. Let's bring those things together. Do you want to continue on that a little bit? Some thoughts on that?
Yeah, so Jenny had kind of touched on it. I had moved from North Dakota, so I had met Jenny in North Dakota. But coming up on 3 years ago now, my husband and I had moved to Houston, Texas because of his job. I do apologize. My daughter is jamming out in the background, so if that's too noisy, somebody please drop a comment and let me know.
Can't
Um,
hear her. Can't hear her at all.
okay, perfect. We got three sound machines going off.
It's real
Um,
life. We're coming to you guys in real life.
yes, yes. Um, so we moved to Houston, Texas for my husband's job, and the closest family that either of us have nearby is, Justin's parents live like 3 hours away from us. So we had moved down here, all the excitement was happening. It was great. We got married. So we moved in January. We got married that July. And then we found out we were pregnant with our first daughter in October. So life was just like really, really busy for me. I feel like I didn't have a moment to kind of sit and be like, wow, I don't really have friends down here. I don't have my village. I don't have a community. And that really didn't hit me until my daughter Lakin was born. I know I had kind of shared some things with Jenny during my pregnancy journey about um, women kind of paint this picture of pregnancy and childbirth and like raising kids like it's like the most perfect thing. Their kids sleep really well. They didn't have any pregnancy problems. Their delivery went really well. And it was like this magical experience. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love being a mom. This is the best thing that I have ever experienced in my entire life. But I was getting a lot of the, it was either like the perfect picture or it was like scary nightmare stuff of like, oh my gosh, like motherhood is this and like just chaos. Um, so once Lakin was born, I had all of that kind of pressure. Like it either needed to be perfect or something was wrong. And so I was just kind of starting to search for other moms who were in the same boat. But at the same time, I was experiencing maybe some loneliness down here because I didn't have, my friends down the street or the friends that I could just call up and go hang out with. And um, kind of touch in with, like touch base with. So I had started getting these feelings of like, I need that sense of community. I need to be able to have these raw, real connections with people and have these conversations of like, I'm a new mom and I don't know what I'm doing. And so Jenny and I had kind of talked, like I said, through my pregnancy, we had shared some things like about going to the doctor or, hey, this is what I experienced. This is how it was. And we just started sharing really some personal conversations with one another. And I had watched Jenny for the last 3 to 4 years to really kind of change and develop too. She had become more organized and just, if anybody knows Jenny, like we made it right at 9 o'clock today, and I'm so so psyched that we made it right at 9. Um, but I had watched Jenny kind of change and really grow through her personal things too. And I had watched her in her Ruby Ribbon group, the Uplifter group, and it was inspiring to me, and I just wanted to be a part of something like that and sharing those experiences with you, on the phone during our calls. I feel like we had went from, that personal trainer client relationship to now truly a friend of someone that I could have these raw, real connections with, the conversations. So when I reached out to you, I know it was like, I knew personally, I just wanted to be a part of what you had created and how you were inspiring women and the joy that you were bringing to thousands of women every single day. I just wanted to be a part of your team. So I know when I came to you, it was kind of like I knew what I wanted, but I didn't really know how to present that to you. So the phone call I feel like was kind of funny, or I think initially it was I sent you a Marco and was like, hey, I have this idea, like I want to team up with you on something, but I don't know what that something is. But I could hear the excitement in your voice too. Like I feel like we just kind of aligned in that moment. It was
Mhm.
like, okay, like we're gonna make something really great and inspirational and bring joy and, bring what I was hoping was like that real, raw sharing and communicating with other women going through whatever stages, pregnancy, postpartum, menopause, perimenopause, or just, the women that we catch ourselves like scrolling on social media and like that's the standard now is, you see it on social media and we're supposed to be like that. And
Mhm.
so I came to you with the idea of like this real raw thing, and I feel like you really put your stamp on it of like, let's make this positive and let's bring the joy. Let's bring the Jenny joy to
Yeah,
her.
and it just fell together so fast. I mean, we were like so excited, and by the end of our first phone call, it was like, I'm in. I don't. We were like, what are we gonna do? And it just fell into place so quickly. And the name, we both like instantly. The name was just like, that's it. That's our name.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
everything has fallen into place so good. And you guys, there's like over 130 people I think in here already, which is amazing. So
Yes.
thank you, girls, for joining us. And we have people from all over the country. Tell us where you're joining us from, like what state you're joining us from. Because out here we're from North Dakota to Texas, from Shelby and I couldn't be further apart. And and but yeah, it's just really come together. So we are very excited. We want to bring you guys different things. Like we'll just want it to be a positive, uplifting space, or maybe you have something that you want to talk about. Let us know. Like, what do you guys want to see inside this space? Like, what kind of conversations would you like to see? We're open to like down the road, like bringing people on live with us. Like you're
Yes.
going through something and you want to talk, let's talk through it. Let's talk through it as a group. Um, like we have helped each other go through different things, and like sometimes like Shelby, like your generation is doing things different than mine did, and mine did it different than our parents did, and some of that is because you have to, because the world has changed, and some of it's because you've learned
Yeah.
you've learned from watching us. Like, oh, I've always called my generation the Pinterest generation for a long time. Like when I first had babies was when Pinterest was new and social media was new.
Mhm.
So I'm at home with babies watching all these women, and they had they not only did they have the perfect wreath on their door, but they made the wreath on their door. And you had the perfect playroom, and my Pinterest board was full of all these like things that I was supposed to do, and eventually I quit Pinterest because I couldn't, it was too much pressure. But
Yes.
so is social media. But I was also felt like we were like, go, go, go. Like hustle was like a huge theme in my world for a long time. And it was
Yes.
like, even in the girl boss and the hustle, it was like all the sayings were about that. And somebody told me one day that hustle is actually a bad word. Like it, in the old days, if you were hustling somebody, like say you were playing cards with somebody, it's like you're cheating. It's like a bad word. And so I am trying to slow down and just be more. And Shelby's really helped me with that, is just to stop and just be and just enjoy the things around you and learn to say no. Learning to say no is something after I turned 40 that became more and more powerful all the time. It's like liberating to be like, no, I don't want to do that right now.
Yeah.
And I see like Shelby says that she's like, I want to be I don't want to be rushing all the time. You want to do things and you want to have things that are bringing you accomplishment and achievement, but you don't want to hustle. And I admire that. So you've taught me so much through that.
Thank you. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
feel like both generations, we experience that pressure in different ways, but it really comes down to like, having the perfect house, raising the perfect family, like being happy all the time. And I think that picture gets painted, whether it's the Pinterest way or, my generation where it's like, well, I saw it on social media and they're living their best life. And, they have the nice clean playroom and their kids are never misbehaving, or that you're not struggling with postpartum things, or
Mhm.
they're not talking about the menopause side effects and things like that. So I think just that overall picture has been painted, and I'm excited for this to be a place where we can talk about the things that it's we struggle with stuff, and it's okay for things to not be Pinterest perfect, and it's okay to not just look at social media for the comparison factor, but creating a space for women to come to that's like, I belong here. I'm not judged here. I don't have to have the perfect Pinterest looking kitchen, and I don't have to be the quote unquote perfect mom. So I'm extremely excited for this. I'm glad we got together on it, and I'm really happy with all the turnout so far. We've already got, like you said, over 130 some
Mhm.
members already. So I'm excited to share this with everyone, and I just appreciate you taking the time to like get this rolling with me. So
Yeah, and thank you guys for joining us this morning. We want to do, I think we're going to try to do a coffee shop or coffee morning every week, and it might vary on the day depending on our lives. But and I know for those that are working that you can't be here in the morning, but the lives will always stay on here. For our lives, it definitely works better to do daytime than nighttime. We both work from home, so
yes.
so that's it kind of helps us that way. But so, and then we'll be posting things here, we'll be sharing things, we'll be doing some engaging type of posts and stuff like that. And we're down the road, we've even envisioned like maybe we'll have some events. Like maybe we've got some amazing friends in our circles. I see that one of them's here watching today that are speakers and that are just inspiring, and they bring joy, so much joy in their ways too. That we might have events down the road where we hire them to come in and speak to us, and or come do little baby clips in our group and stuff. So keep your eyes open, keep this group, favorite this group so that you don't miss any of the notifications and things like that. And add your friends. It is for
Yes.
ladies only, and it is private. And it is also on Instagram. On Instagram, we will be sharing some posts and some ideas, but we will be doing the lives here in the private group, and anything that you're commenting and stuff inside the Facebook group is private. The Instagram is public, but we also do have an Instagram because that Shelby's generation is much better on Instagram. Instagram right now is my like
Arch
trying to figure
nemesis.
it out. Arch nemesis, that's the word. Yes. I'm trying to figure out Instagram, but I'm new to it, so Shelby's gonna have to teach me a few things. But so you guys that are live here today, we would love to hear like what you would like to see. Like, are there any specific topics that you want us to talk on as we go forward? And I'm looking at some of the comments right now. I'm going to look through them a little bit.
I saw one, somebody's allergic to exercise. I love it.
That's awesome. Yep. Okay. A lot of them are saying they'll come home and they'll watch it later. Oh, this was yesterday's. Where did my live go on there's my live. I think we covered a lot. Yes. Nikki said events. Oh my gosh. Yes. Social media has added a lot of pressure, And you guys, we all know that that's not real in the background. Like, any of that, and you'll probably find me on here at times with my hair barely combed and sometimes my teeth not brushed, because that's who I am. This morning my hair is being wild. I'm like, it's going back. It's so humid up here that it's there's not a lot I can do with it. So, but Shelby and I are both very real, and her daughter, I think you should introduce your daughter. Is she there?
Oh yeah, she would love to make a celebrity appearance.
Yes, so one of my daughters is sleeping because it's 8:30 in the morning and she's 18, so she doesn't have to. Yeah, she's not working today, so she'll be sleeping for a while. My other daughter is at camp. She's a leader in training at camp this summer, and loving every minute of it. So mine aren't around to introduce, and they probably wouldn't want to.
Lincoln, do you want to come say hi? Come here. She's waiting in the corner. Come here, Lincoln.
How old is Lakin now?
So Lakin is 13 months. We're snacking too, so let me get. Come here, sweet girl. Want to say hi? Can you say hi? Can you wave?
Hi. Good morning, sweetie.
Oh. Can you blow her a kiss?
Yay! She sometimes, if I'm trying to like exercise with Shelby, and she gets into the groove. She's so cute. Oh my gosh. So that's Lakin, everybody. Yes. She'll definitely be making some public appearances.
Oh yes. She will make sure when she wants to be on here, she will let us know. Absolutely loves FaceTiming. So anytime I'm on a call, or I'm assuming doing these lives moving forward, now she's gonna think that she needs to FaceTime too.
Yeah.
So yes, everyone say hi to Lakin. Yeah.
There you go. Good morning. Yeah. Awesome. All right, ladies, I think we're pushing over 20 minutes. So I think that's all for today. What do you think, Shelby?
I think that's great. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Make sure you check out the posts in the Facebook group if you haven't already. Introduce yourself, like Jenny said, and we would absolutely love to hear some topics or any ideas that you might have that would make this group really great. So,
yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you haven't yet, scroll through the group and there's a welcome post. What to expect? Do you belong here? Yeah, definitely introduce yourself in one of the posts. We love, there's some really good introductions out there. We love, like, yeah, how old are you? I know not everybody wants to talk about that, but I'm over that. We are what we are. Yeah. So like, if you want to share that, or if you're a grandma or a mom, or maybe you're a dog mom, or maybe you're just like living life independently. But we'd love to just hear from you and what stage you're in. And yeah, can't wait. So thank you guys for being here. We're so excited. All All right.
All right. Well,
Thanks.
have a good rest of your day, Jenny, and we'll see everyone next week.
Thanks for being here.